Hi guys, long time no see and welcome back to my channel. So yeah, in today's video I'm doing a more in-depth tutorial on this awesome Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Pacman canvas art that I did the other day. My allergies are killing me, so I'm sorry if I sound a little bit stuffy in this voiceover, but I posted this on my TikTok and a lot of you guys really liked it, and I did post like a mini tutorial with no voiceover. However, you wanted a more in-depth, so yeah, here I am posting it. I love the Ninja Turtles, by the way. I grew up watching this one that came out in 2003. My older brother grew up watching the live action one that came out in the 90s, and my parents watched the one that came out in 87, so yeah, came from a long line of Ninja Turtle fans. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial. So started out on a black canvas. I actually had this originally like a drawing of some sorts, but I didn't like it, so I coated all of it in black acrylic paint. So yeah. Also, I had a subscriber ask me if I still do nail art, and I do. I just haven't filmed or posted any videos. Today's set's just a simple pink and orange. But yeah, so to start off, I actually just quickly sketched out two little stencils of a ghost as well as the Pacman. The reason why I did this is because I'm horrible with proportions. As you can see, this other canvas I have, the heads don't match. They're all like... they're different shapes. So I did this little stencil hack just to kind of help me make sure that all the ghosts are the same size and shape. If you can see, the whoopsie daisies kind of looks like some of Ariana Grande's hand tattoos. That's just because, yeah, I did this like a quick sketch. I think it took me like 20 seconds to draw both of these. But yeah, so I have my little ghost here as well as the Pacman. So with these stencils, you can pretty much sketch how you want it. If you want Pacman chasing the ghost, or, you know, the other way, which is what I chose to do, since that is... oh, I mean, look at me here explaining Pacman. I'm pretty sure everybody at some point has played the game. You're beneath these stale marshmallows before the ghosts eat you. So yeah, that's just all I'm gonna do here. I don't have my ruler. I mean, I do have one, I just don't know where it is. So instead I just measured with my knuckle about 2 inches down from this canvas. I had it horizontally. And I am just going to trace 4 little ghosts. As you can see, the stencil's awesome because once I trace one thing, I can just slide the stencil over. That way they're all even, or at least for the most part, all even. So once again, bad at proportion. I kind of had to squeeze the Pacman in there, but it's all good. I made it work in the end. So step 1 is complete. Here's all the stencils, and now to start painting. So to start on the 4 ghosts, aka the Ninja Turtles, I first went in with like this new shamrock green acrylic paint and just added like a few little dollops here and there. This is just a background green, so it doesn't have to be perfect. And now I'm gonna go in with my, yeah, you like my paintbrushes? Actually got a cat hair stuck to one of them. Lovely, explains my life. But yeah, you're first just going to have like one thin layer of acrylic paint. Be sure to let this one dry before you... oh, a little whoopsie there. Yeah, hi, I'm Jamie. I'm really good at doing tutorials, can you tell? But yeah, let one layer dry completely before you add the second layer. Otherwise, like, the previous color will pull up and it'd be all like splotchy and just not cute whatsoever. But yeah, 2 layers of this dark green acrylic paint, and yeah, it's pretty opaque as you can see. So just to save time, but with filming, because in actuality, I know this video is probably going to be like no more than like 12 minutes, but it actually took me 2 hours to paint this canvas. Not to mention this acrylic paint dries fairly quickly, so it helps so much in the long process. But yeah, you're going to go ahead and grab the 4 acrylic paints that represent the mask of the boys. Of course, I'm talking about Michelangelo, Raphael, Donatello, and Leonardo. Also, I really wanted to brighten up that green just a wee bit, so I actually went over it with this crisp green color, which I ended up preferring over the other one. They were both pretty good, I just wanted them to be a little more vibrant. Oh, and also, I almost forgot, you're gonna go in with like a, not like a super bright yellow, but like a mustard colored yellow. This one is called Sunbeam by Apple Barrel, and I needed about 3 layers of it, as you can see, because it's a little bit on the sheer side, but obviously, you know, gonna paint in the Pacman, let that dry. I'll worry about that one later. In the meantime, I want to worry about the turtles. So while this green paint, like, while it dried, I really wanted that little 8-bit, you know, retro gamer thing. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But this is actually pretty easy to do. Excuse the, I need some new paintbrushes, but I haven't went to Hobby Lobby, so just kind of working with what I got. Honestly, guys, get you a brand new paintbrush because I was struggling here, but it's really easy to do. I'm just gonna paint some lines kind of like this. Basically, I just want to clean up the ends of the ghost and everything, and just kind of give the illusion that it's like an 8-bit ghost going across there. It's so much better to visually see what I'm doing rather than explaining, because I'm horrible at explaining tutorials, like when I do stuff like this. So yeah, hopefully you can just see what I'm doing. Just trying to create like an 8-bit effect with my little Ninja Turtle ghost. So at this part of the, I guess you can call this video tutorial, we're gonna say trust the process, because it's looking a little rough. Especially that Pacman. But by now, the black has dried, as more importantly that green. I went ahead and touched up that yellow, because, yeah, a black background is probably not the smartest idea, but, you know, it is what it is. So I ended up trimming a few like rogued hairs off my paintbrush, but yeah, we're first gonna start with Leonardo, just so going in with some blue acrylic paint and my paintbrush and doing my best to paint on his mask, but still doing like the little 8-bit vibe thingy-majiggy. Any whoopsie daisies, you can go back in and fix later, like if you have to fix up any of the green or the black, but be sure to let the acrylic paint dry before you do that. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the mask on the other turtles, such as orange for Michelangelo, purple for Donatello, red for Raphael. So yeah, be sure to let all of this completely dry. I think we're like on step 4 or 5 at this point, which is like painting on the little eyeballs. But first things first, I found this other blue shade of acrylic paint that I felt matched Leonardo's mask more, so I actually painted over his mask with this one instead. And then afterwards, I went in with some white acrylic paint and just painted like little squares for the boy's eyes. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys, at this point, I was just winging it. I didn't have a set plan. I changed my mind a lot when it comes to my canvases, kind of like with my nail art, but I just went in with the base colors, as you can see here, and just kind of, yeah, played around with the 8-bit effect on their eyes. You can do them all the same, or you can do them all different like how I'm doing here. At this point, you know, like I said, I was just winging it. So you saw the atrocity that is my paintbrushes. So I had to use a mechanical pencil. Yes, that's right, a mechanical pencil and some black acrylic paint, and now I'm just gonna go in and start painting on the pupils. Of course, you can use an actual paintbrush, but all mine look like they've been drugged through hell and back, so... Oh my gosh. But yeah, just painting their pupils going in different directions, because I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what I was doing at this part, but it all turned out well in the end. And just like how their eyes are kind of all darting in different directions and whatnot, yeah, gonna go in with the same black acrylic paint, because as you saw, I kind of poured out quite a bit, and I don't want it to go to waste, so gonna start painting on their mouths and whatnot. So, yeah, left a small little opening, and when I get a chance, I'm gonna go in with some, like, white and fill that in for Raphael. Since he's the closest to the Pacman, I wanted to paint like he was, like, the happiest, even though Raphael is usually the most aggressive and serious one. But yeah, once again, continuing the trend of 8-bit effect, but, you know, their mouths all doing a different thing. Of course, here's the boy Donatello, or Don. Ooh, look at him, he's just a cute little derpy smile. Now moving on to my personal favorite Ninja Turtle, Michelangelo. Wanted to paint him having like an adorable derpy smile. So yeah, left a little small opening there, and I will go in with like some pink later on to fill that in. And last but not least, just gonna paint on Leonardo, kind of having a little smirk there. I painted all my little ghost Ninja Turtles like with pretty positive, you know, emotions, pixel-wise. But if you want to paint any of them with frowny faces, go right ahead. This is your canvas. But yeah, while their mouths are drying, just went in with green and kind of added like another layer. I don't know, their top parts of their head looked a little weird. But yeah, just gonna finish off the mouths. Went with, again, my mechanical pencil and whatnot. And oh my god, yeah, I think we're done. Yeah, so here it is. Here are my Ghost Ninja Turtles, and now to focus on the Pacman. So it didn't film, but I went around the yellow with like a brown acrylic paint to film the crust, then went in with some red acrylic paint to paint on like these little square pepperonis. They're all uneven. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Here is my finished canvas, and now finally to watermark it. So most people just add their initials and the date and whatnot, which I do add the date just on the very back of the canvas. I don't actually paint it on. But for my little watermark, yeah, I like to, you know, I don't really use my initials, especially because one day I hope I get married, so my last name will change, and I don't want to have, like, the S that's in my name. So instead, I go in with some white acrylic paint, and, you know, usually I use a paintbrush, but all mine are messed up, so I'm just going to use a mechanical pencil. And I paint on a little heart, followed by my name. And if you don't know this, you know, based on my YouTube channel name, which is Babybats23, my actual name is Jamie. Little heart in my name is simply because all my artwork I make with love, so yeah. Like I said, I've really ignited my passion for painting and drawing. Used to want to be an artist, but Now I'm just some retail worker. But anyways, once every inch of the acrylic paint has completely dried, I'm now going to go over it with this Mod Podge just to kind of smooth out any bumpiness the acrylic paint has caused, as well as kind of just smooth it over, make it glossy, more professional looking. Honestly, I don't normally always apply the Mod Podge like this, but you know, I had to work with what I had. So, and also if you hear any rustling in the background, I'm sorry, my cats are crawling all over the place. But anyways, here it is, guys. Here's the finished Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Pacman canvas art. I am currently not selling this one or any of my canvas pieces at the moment because I don't even have my Etsy account up and running. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. I hope you enjoyed today's canvas art, and let me know down in the comments if you want me to post more like, you know, canvas arts or even nail art because I'm getting back into it. And yeah, as always, thanks for watching.